G'day, welcome back. Aaron, Rustic Traders, here to show off another bike. So the one I want to talk about today is this dragster. This is the BratZ Dragster. So BratZ, the TV show. Now, it's a cool bike. Okay, it's made to look like Melvin Star Dragster or the Schwinn Apple Crate, any of those, American muscle bikes, the dragsters, made to look like. Springer forks, which are cool. So it gives it some rake and some suspension. But the reason I wanted to talk about this is because this is not actually a vintage bike. I see them advertised all the time. Genuine vintage, 1970s dragster, 1980s dragster. I want to do this video to say this is not vintage. The TV show BratZ came out in 2005. So can't say I've really watched it myself, but obviously someone in the show must have had a dragster bike. Okay, so this was released in like 2006 for the TV show. It was available in Australia, would have been like Big W, Kmart, something like that. They did bring out a second one, I think a year later, and it was white with red on the front. Exactly the same, just a different paint job. So guys ride these around and do them up, and there's some great parts on here that can be used in vintage dragsters. You can put these Springer forks on your Melvin Star Dragster, and it makes it look really cool and raked and stuff like that, like a low rider. But the thing is, it won't be original. If you're just building a chopper because it's cool, you can use all the parts on this. If you're building an OG build of a Melvin Star Dragster or a Speedwell Dragster, something like that, you don't use any of these parts. So I just wanted to clear that up. Like a real dragster, you've got your banana seat, you've got your sissy bar. This one, they've got straight laced spokes, which looks really cool, but crossed spokes is what's stronger, but straight laced spokes are really cool. And I mean, look, it looks cool. You got stars on there, which probably at the time was great for little girls, but I mean, kind of, now that it is a bit retro, we're going back 20 years, it does look cool. But also the rust, because it's a more modern day bike, probably made in China, it rusts quicker. So it gives the impression that it's much older than it really is. So cool bike, but I wanted to clear up that this is not a genuine vintage bicycle. And value wise, look, realistically, if I got $100 for this in the condition it's in, I'm pretty much doing well. These will change hands in this condition for probably 60, 70 to about $100, $120. If it's in really nice condition, yep, you can ask a bit more for it, of course, without the rust and everything like that. But again, it's not really vintage. It's just kind of cool, retro, vintage style bike. Stay tuned.